Put your children to bed.
Kids don't need to hear what's about to happen.
Pot crack has returned.
HBK, the lady lover, the king of pleasure.
It's the most hated ock, baby.
Oh, please say the baby.
You tuned in to Pie Crack. 8-Bit Paul, a.k.a. Five the Fresh.
Pot crack in this bitch.
Yo, it's your boy Matt, the Mad Titan.
We the Blerds with attitude, and this is the party dude.
Barely.
Anybody else I talk to about this shit, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's why pot crack must exist.
Pod crack. Real raw and unmotherfucking cut.
Somebody call for help, nigga.
Don't call the feds, nigga. They gonna come and help the nigga raping you, man. The feds will help the bear.
I get that. I get that.
Tragic. Tragic but true, my nigga.
Yeah. I ain't do this in a while. It is. Goddamn.
That's why I'm here, nigga. That's why I'm here.
We'd only get 5,000 more people like you.
Yeah, that's just what happened in your last fight, friend. All right.
Hey, bro. Fuck that mic, nigga. You can stay, my nigga. It is the one. It is the only. The heartbreak. And I got a couple of my nearest and dearest, the latest and the greatest. As I
you gotta hurry up. We got 20 minutes now because we ain't got a lot of time, brother. It's Paul Brown. They've been Paul. We got a kid. He's over there. We got Chris Beck. Let's get to it.
Nigga, the nigga Comics Explained is a fucking coon, all right? That's how we'll start the shit out, all right? The world has decided that he's the fucking coons
Why
explained.
do you sound like Eminem in 1999? Well, go ahead.
Voice didn't get hired, bitch, for some reason, did it?
Yeah, higher than a bitch, nigga. What the fuck?
That's crazy. What just happened?
And I don't like that about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Go ahead.
Don't you want a girl to be just like me?
Yeah, 313.
An interesting thing happened over the past week. It came out. People have decided that Comics Explained is a coon. They have decided that he is a Republican. Some have decided that he hates trans people. None of these things were said by him, but a lot of these things were implied, or should I say, assumed by his viewing audience once they discovered that he followed Republican critics of movies and nerdom alike, such as The Critical Drinker and some other niggas I don't remember the name of. So, I gathered you gentlemen here today because I want to discuss the intersection of nerdom, black man plight in America, and just politics in general, and how that makes you guys feel now that you're in your what are we, middle aged? What age is this? Within our late 30s?
Old as hell.
Late 30s. When I was young and watching Ninja Turtles for the first time and singing the theme song, little did I know 30 years later I'd have to like separate my political opinion from my love of fucking four turtles that yell out surfer slang that's been outdated for 20 years and shit. And
I follow Rob. I'm subscribed to his channel, Comics Explained. But I haven't like watched any of his material in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like I started watching him probably like 2011, 2012. And at that time, it was cool seeing somebody just go over different comic arcs that I hadn't heard of before. You know what I'm saying? And like have like a spirited, retelling of it. And so that was cool to see. But like after a while, shit changes, you grow up. And so, that was what it was. But that was his one corner of the internet. It's just like talking comics, going in depth about comic storylines and comic book characters and shit like that. The Blerd.
Unfortunately, some fans had noticed that he only talked about one color of comic book character, and it seemed that every time that because
that's not true though.
But
That's
hold
not
on.
true.
Okay. Rob of Comics Explained, as he has explained, really is only a fan of the DC and Marvel comics. And we know that DC and Marvel comics lack a little bit of the darker skin comics. So because he has been around for so long, as Sean so eloquently explained, he has garnered an audience that involves a lot of white people. And it seems, as Sean was about to mention, that the Blerd said, the Blerd Without Fear,
Blerd
he
Without Fear,
mentioned,
Ernie.
he mentioned that Rob would see a dip in his views every time that he spoke on black comics or black comic book characters. That said, he did foray into various black comics or black comic book characters every once in a while. But he would see a dip in views. He would see a backlash because his audience includes a wide variety of people, including the far right, including that the alt right, which funny enough, as he was starting his channel, was starting to show up on 4chan around that same time, as we know from the Epstein files. And so basically his audience feels, and notice I say his audience because I'm not including me because I'm not a part of his audience. They feel that there has been a severe lack of coverage for black comics now, except for in few places. And now that it's Black History Month, they're saying, "Hey, Rob, man, where's the black comic books? Why aren't you explaining any of that shit to us?" This led to them, a discussion being had about his allegiances and his alliances and whatnot. And then they looked on his Twitter, and it turns out he was following these far right wing comic, fucking movie reviewers and stuff like that. And he's like, it has nothing to do with that. And I'll speak. You say you want me to speak on it, but I can't because I followed both of them niggas too. And the reason why I follow both of them niggas is because the same reason why a lot of people went from Bernie Sanders to voting for Trump. Not that I did. I wouldn't be that. I'm not a fucking idiot. But the reason why somebody like Joe Rogan did something like that is because Bernie Sanders was speaking a lot of truth. And then the party that he was running with, the Democrats, were trying to silence him and or you know downplay what he was saying. And a lot of people felt what Bernie Sanders had to say, and instead of taking that seriously, they tried to play him off and like play politics and get rid of his side of things so that the more traditional Democrats can win. And so then Trump comes out parroting some of Bernie Sanders' points and saying, yeah, Bernie's right about this. He's speaking on topics in a way that the people can that resonates with the people, whether he means it or not. I mean, he's clearly a charlatan, right?
Right.
So as I'm watching Disney and I'm watching DC and I'm watching these TV shows that's coming out and they suck and they're trash, and then I go turn on some of these YouTubers that respond to it. I'm not even going to go into which ones that are doing it, but they get on there and they praise it where praise necessarily doesn't belong. And then the only people that are telling the truth about the trash that we're seeing, like if you have anything positive to say about She-Hulk, it better be brief. You know what I'm saying? Like the statement better be brief. And people are going to go to people who are speaking to what their thoughts are or what they're feeling. Now, they're using it nefariously, but I'm smart enough to separate their political agenda from the review of the shit. And they're covering the news. That's the other thing. They were covering the news of who's quitting, what actress said this, what the head of Disney is doing, and their follies and how it's coming out into the numbers. And they were establishing an agenda. They were establishing a narrative. And some of it, on top of it, was entertaining. So I wasn't a big fan of Triple H when I was watching wrestling, but he was the heel and he played his role. So some of it was entertaining. So I can see why you would I don't know about following them on Twitter because you know what I'm saying, but I can see why you'd follow their YouTube account and like listen to what they had to say. And if you were the type of person who, had your own opinions and you were trying to shape those opinions, then okay, cool. But the problem that I think people have with that is Rob is trying to play the both sides guy, while at the same time saying he has strong opinions on these things that are very easy to come out against. It's easy to say you're against ICE. That's real.
Right.
It's easy
Right.
to say you're against Donald Trump. It's real
Right.
easy to say that. But
Right.
there's certain nuances that that people want to hear, and they just haven't heard it. So when you try to play the the role of The Rock or Michael Jordan or Will Smith, or these people that try not to be too political and try to be the thing that for everyone, people start to question, like, where does your loyalty lie?
A friend to all. What is it? The quote: "A friend to all is a friend to none." Basically.
That boy got quotes out the ass.
I think there's some nuance missing, right? Shout out to my baby. I'm sorry. I apologize. I tried. I did. I apologize. Anywho, Comics Explained. Like I said, I listened to him a long time ago, for what I listened to him for, and then once I grew up and got into other things, I lost, we parted ways. And I think he comes from a different time on the internet where you could just do your one thing and amass an audience and have a following. Today's culture is a lot more political. You know what I'm saying? And that's due to you know what I'm saying, in no uncertain terms about who's in the White House. It is what it is. I think that Rob from Comics Explained probably has politics that are closer to mine than he does the nerd erotic or whatever the nigga's name is. However, once you are labeled a coon, once you are labeled an Uncle Tom, it's really an indefensible claim. The most you can say is, no, I'm not. And and in today's internet culture, ain't nobody going for that shit. My issue is less with Comics Explained. And he had his response and his reaction video was not good at all. But I think that's because he's not comfortable talking about those topics, and that's okay. I don't. Not everybody has to be a political science major when it comes to these things. If that's not the thing that you comfortable talking, my levy is against. Say what now?
Yes, you do.
What do you mean?
If everything's politics, my nigga, you better, at this point in time, the way Trump has positioned the country, you're either with us or against us, my nigga.
Everybody's politics are not aligned 100%. I think today you want the internet culture we want everything to be 100%. If you are not 100% with me, if you're not saying Latin X, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, or you're trans, you're down with trans rights, would you suck a dick? Like, no.
That's very, Sean, you make a very good point. I do think that is very true. The one thing I think, and this may be more the sensible answer, is, wherever more of your opinions are aligned, that's who you side with, even though some of the opinions of the side that you're siding with, you may not completely agree with. I think that's what most people, like I said, people really human beings and they make their own choices. But, the internet is a unintelligible creature.
Yeah. But here's my thing. And so I look at, my thing is it's less with Rob than it is Blerd Without Fear or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the case he levied against this nigga was a poor case.
Yeah, I thought so too. Keep going.
It caught fire.
Right.
Absolutely. And now Rob is in the crosshairs. But that case that he levied against him, which is, hey, you're not into black comics. You're not into he's and then Rob, I'm not into Milestone. listen, at the end of the day, I appreciate Milestone for what it is, the existence of it. I appreciate everything the creator of Milestone did, creating a place where Black people could see, you know what I'm saying, themselves in comic form. But let me be real. When I was at TBS Comics in Pensacola, Florida, they didn't have a whole bunch of Milestone comics. When I came up reading comics, I gravitated to DC and Marvel. That's what I know. Rob is one of the first people, if not the first person. Now, it's been a long time, so I can't remember. The person that hit me onto the Blue Marvel. Like, I didn't know about the existence of the Blue Marvel prior to Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Pause there. But that's one of the points that he brings up is that when he broke Blue Marvel, even the company and the movies kind of took recognition, like, hey, this might could be a thing. And it kind of happened after he posted that video. He makes that, I don't want to say that claim.
But they still haven't done a lot with Blue Marvel. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is
it's funny to say, my bad to cut you off again. It's funny to say, like, he saw he had that power and then I continued to opt not to read anything other than what he said.
No, but what I'm saying, I mean, listen, I know, listen, how many of us have read a whole bunch of Milestone?
None. Absolutely.
Okay. But hold on now. Wait. To Blerd without balls or whatever the fuck. To him, that's an Uncle Tom shit. I can't get down with that, my nigga.
I gotta stop you there. I was gonna let you rock, but I gotta stop you there. He said out his own mouth, he doesn't have a problem with Rob not reading that. He's like, you read what you want. He said he don't even have a problem with Rob, not speaking, reading Black comics. And this is something that FD Signifier was saying as well. He's basically just like, to Paul's point earlier, most of your money on YouTube is going to come from white people. And we're not going to get saved by YouTube in general. So if you're just a creator on YouTube and you're trying to work and you're trying to make your money, he's like, he doesn't blame Rob for not going to the well with Black comics in order to keep his audience happy. But the thing that Black Nerd Without Daredevil's mask is basically saying is like, I hit you up to talk about the issues and you arrogantly wrote it off like you didn't care about any of it. I hit you up to see what was going on and you blew me off, which kind of seems like a personal issue. Okay.
Who is this nigga though? That's right. My point.
Okay, guys.
Like, who are you? Like, who are you to try? I'm trying to put you on, little nigga.
Here's the thing though. Who is this nigga, right? Who, like, someone comes up to deliver your pizza and they say, hey man, your sprinklers are fucking shooting directly into the street and it's not actually hitting your grass. And then you say, nigga, if you don't get your motherfucking delivery guy ass out of my face, I'm fucking Rob Comics Explained. This is the house that Comics Explained built. Get the fuck out of here, right? Then that nigga goes back and tells the city, like, yo, this nigga sprinklers hitting the thing, and now you find $5 billion. You know what I'm saying? So now you're losing your whole YouTube channel and all your credibility in the streets because this nigga that you said, who is this nigga to, you couldn't give the time of day to. And basically what he's saying is your arrogance is what led you to this situation. Because once I found out you were following these niggas, he was so distraught by that he was like, I guess he is. You guys were right. He was defending Rob.
Right.
He was following.
The video was
this is what I'm saying though. This is the issue I have with his, once again, his whole levying the attack against Rob. When Rob is mentioning the nigga, I didn't know who the nigga was.
Right.
I have to go find out who this nigga is to go play his video so that I can hear him talk about Rob. And the video he makes about Rob has 39,000 views. The video Rob makes to respond has over 400,000 views. Rob buried himself.
You saying Rob screwed Rob, my nigga?
I'm saying Rob screwed Rob, my nigga. So, and this is what I'm telling you.
It all Streisand effect is still at hand.
He strung together a very poor takedown of Rob, nigga. Like, okay, if we can say the milestone
I don't
thing.
think I don't see. I got.
Well, actually, no, my bad. Real quick, I agree with Ox's point though, because the thing is, like you said, I think he did that whole. You think it's not going to be a big deal because you don't understand, like, if this is the accusation that's being lobbied against you, you know what I'm saying? You're not putting enough respect on this portion of your audience and what this is going to mean for you, like how big of a deal this is for you, or the fact that you maybe even didn't want to review the comics in the first place. You didn't understand how much that would mean to this section of your audience, and you didn't do it. So yeah, I do feel like you brought this down apart. You brought the house down on yourself because once again, you will shuck and jive. If they came up to you and they like Matt was joking about like Bazooka Joe #3 from 1950, if somebody came to you talking about that bullshit that ain't nobody ever read except some old ass white people, like you would review that. But because we come to you about this and it's black characters and maybe it's not all the way something you would read or something like that, but if you see this important to your black audience, like, and your black audience is that, and you understand the importance of them, you probably would have done it. So I feel like I'm more so leaning towards Ox's point. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fine. But this is what I'm saying. Like you go to the milestone. Cool. That is what it is. You can fall on whatever side of the fence you fall on about that. Then you string that together with, oh, and then he was talking shit about Angel Reese. Spoiler, nigga, we was all talking shit about Angel Reese, nigga.
I listen. I will gladly talk up shit about Angel Reese right now.
That's one of the points that I ended up making when I was talking to Shaw earlier. Is I was saying like that was something that in the video he was calling.
Hold on, let Paul rock.
But no. But even the Angel Reese thing is like we won't let you. It's like inside the community. If you inside the community, the criticism's coming from a place. Exactly. The criticism.
You can, but if you're already outside the community and you are racist, we're not about to let you do that.
He's not what you're doing.
Hold on, man. We can't
say
you're racist, though, man.
I'm not saying racist. We're saying
his black card is in question.
It's in question.
Your black card is in question. That's what I'm saying.
The evidence of absence is not the absence of evidence, my nigga.
You walk in here, you don't know how to play spades, my nigga. You rather your chicken fucking cooked in the microwave, nigga. You around here singing the Andy Griffin theme song, nigga. Don't notice the words, the good times, nigga. And you criticizing Angel Reese, nigga. Something got to give, nigga. Something got to give, man.
You can't allow it, man. I don't like her either, but I don't like her the way I like her a different way than the way that you talk about. You don't like her. You talking about something different, brother.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I defended Caitlin Clark, and I let niggas know whatever. But
you defended Caitlin Clark, and you followed and you used to watch the videos of the white supremacists. Oh, something's wrong with you, man. Something's wrong with you, man. This is a sick.
I believe he called Caitlin Clark his white queen.
He's a sick Negro, man.
Alabaster queen.
Something's wrong with you, guy. So, hey, man, you sound like a token, and tokens get spent.
Here's the thing, Sean. I agree with what you're saying, but you said like which one of us was reading the comics, so that makes us a coon too. But no, the difference is I criticize Angel Reese. I listen to Republican critiques of Disney, but I also went on camera before someone questioned where I stood and said exactly what I believed about black people in America, about the government of America, about all of that. And I think
this is what I'm saying. Wait.
Let me land that plane, brother.
Go land the plane, brother. Go land the plane.
So, and this is real quick. We're living in a time where you don't get to sit on the bench. Like, you don't get to like just be like, oh, I'm just above all this, and I'm just trying to here to get this money, and I don't want to talk about that. That automatically makes you one of them. You either
so actually, and my bad, let me interject one thing, because exactly what he's saying right now is exactly the point I was saying earlier, where it's just like it's so politically and racially charged right now. Because because you know who came across my timeline the other day, MKBHD, and I was like, I feel like his time is coming soon, where the black community is gonna demand from him, like, hey, my nigga, is you it's like what side of the fence you on?
Who's
Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
I was
Who's
about
that?
to.
MKBHD. My bad. If you look him up, you'll know who he is. But go ahead.
No, who is? I mean, brother,
That's for the
you're on a
audience, brother.
broadcast. Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of the point of the.
he's the
As
black.
the audience
No,
of
so
you
he's
and his
the
mother, nigga. Huh?
black dude who does like all the tech reviews.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. They
Yeah, he
have him
like
doing all the
reviews all
commercials
the
because he's in between.
yeah,
He's
and like
in between, but he has an outreach that is far beyond that. Like, I know
oh,
you
bro,
talking.
like he big down with the big corporations. Like I'm talking like Apple be designing phones and be hitting him up and be like, hey, what do you think of
Right,
MKBHD
they
about blah
send it
blah
right
blah?
to him.
Like,
Send it right to him.
man, listen, and he don't talk nothing political. That man be on there just I'm all about these phones. But yeah, like it's one of them things, man, where stuff if you out here entertaining people and stuff keeps on getting politically like if it just keeps on getting real politically charged where people out in the street getting shot and killed, they're gonna be like, hey my nigga, like you talking about these colorful pages, brother. Like you got to talk about some real world stuff and at least let us know where you stand.
I mean,
So
Rob lives in Minnesota too, if I'm not mistaken.
So okay, but this is what
yeah.
I'm gonna ask you about those letters.
MKBHD.
When you listen to his content, you know where his politics lie.
You get a feel for where his politics lie?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
You talking about the Marcus Brown Lee in the MKV? Where the letters? Yeah, him.
Yeah.
No, it's like Paul says. People can be in the comments asking for opinions. I haven't seen them do it, but literally he reviews the phones or reviews the new car Tesla just sent him or whatever.
And
nothing else. That's it. It gets out of there.
Like,
gets out of there.
Gets the fuck.
Gets out of there, bro.
Right. This is the only like I said, man. Rob buried himself, right? By barking back. But
I don't think so, man. Some things you got to respond to. With the level of accusation that's being what you're saying reminds me of when Ja Rule like didn't want to respond to 50 Cent, and it just got worse and worse for him. This would have got if he didn't come out and take those hard stances, it would have got worse and worse for him.
But more people are talking about the response than the initial attack levied at him.
Because the only reason why this was brought up in our chat is because somebody that I follow, I don't follow none of these niggas, but somebody that I follow started talking. FD Signifier started talking about it. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but he started talking about the response video.
Like okay, my bad. Not FD Signifier, the other.
You talking about Lil Bill?
Yeah, Lil Bill
Barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the response video amplified, and everybody went, what's going on now? Like if it had
you could be right. So you saying from a PR standpoint, he should have just ignored it?
I'm not saying ignored it, right? Ignored it would have maybe been better than the response video he put out, right? However, what I'm saying is this is I've listened to enough comics explained to have a feeling of where his politics lie, right?
How's that?
I'm like I've listened to videos where he'll be, and the Sentinels come in here and they take off the dome of the White House because the president himself was just on some outrageous type stuff. Where does that remind me of? And he's just he was going crazy, and so he had to be confronted, just like in the real world today. Like, so he had some tangential stuff.
He made that nigga sound like a Sesame Street character.
That nigga makes himself sound like a Sesame Street character.
He ain't making him sound like nothing. He sounds exactly like how that nigga be sounding.
That nigga sound like Mickey Mouse. That nigga say,
that's how he does it though. That's how he does. He laughs in between.
That's what the nigga do.
He really be feeling it while he be talking, bro. He be feeling it.
And so this is what I'm
saying.
Imagine
he was doing that in the response video.
He kind of was.
He kind of was.
I didn't think I hate black bitches.
Hey, pull it back in. Pull it back in. Let's go.
This is what I would say, and this is a not a great example, but it's the the most recent example I could think of. Joe Rogan had lots of good takes on politics once upon a time. And then he took horse tranquilizer and we killed him for it. We flogged him in the streets. The bitch was standing on top of the barrel, ringing the bell, saying "for shame." Niggas was spitting at him, and then create the enemy.
No, I'm gonna have to stop you there a little bit, just a little bit. Pull your coat just a little bit. The mainstream media did that. Fucking the powers that be in the Democratic Party were a part of that. The Democrat,
it's not a 1-to-1 comparison. I hear what you're saying.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, then they did that because they had an agenda to lie about fucking COVID. They were lying about COVID and they didn't want to hear this nigga talking about it. So then he stupidly took that and it turned him into a Trump supporter. What I'm saying with Rob is he's being attacked not by that side of things, the mainstream side of things. He's being attacked from the people like holding him up, his base.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Sir, may I sit back in the cockpit, pause, and land the plane?
Please.
Thank you. Kevin Nash, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, right? He's in his own controversy of the young black dude, Javon Evans, current wrestler, young dude, 21 years old or something like that. And he said, yo, this guy is too happy-go-lucky. He's too friendly. He doesn't have any umph to him. He's giving me too much Mr. Bojangles. And you know what I'm saying? He needs to be more urban. He needs some umph to him, man. He needs some offense, man. He just can't be, he need to be trying to win. He's getting killed. Now, on every social issue I ever heard him, he's always been on the right side of it. But I think at this point, niggas is gonna kill him to the point where that nigga is gonna be branded a racist for the rest of his days.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
I think people are hitting him for this topic because it's popular right now. But I think in 2-3 months, it'll be over. I don't foresee this having any real legs to it. One, because of what you just said, he's been on the right side of almost every topic. And two, people don't know what Mr. Bojangles are. Like they think,
but
it's
people
chicken.
think that's a racial slur. The people, the young people of today think that's a racial slur.
But it's only because they think he's referring to the chicken place. And then I watched it. I watched the nigga say, Mr. Bojangles, is he calling him chicken eater? And then someone said, no, you idiot. It was a song in the 60s. And then somebody else had to come and say, actually, Mr. Bojangles was a person. He used to dance and sing or whatnot. And he was like, oh, is he saying he's shucking and jiving? And it was like, somebody had to say, no, Mr. Bojangles wasn't shucking and jiving. He was like, what's the dude from the Rat Pack, Sean?
Sammy Davis Jr. He's
like Sammy Davis Jr. He was an entertainer, a dancer. And Kevin Nash said it in his apology tweet.
Yeah, but then he had to delete his apology because they killed him on his apology.
Well, he said what he say is kind of like Uncle Tom. If you actually read the book, you'll see that the character actually saved black girls from a burning building.
Yeah, ain't nobody rocking that explanation in 2026, my nigga.
Right.
But Uncle Tom ain't who you think it is, my nigga.
What I'm trying to say is
that's a fact, nigga.
That's a motherfucking fact.
Uncle Tom was really the hero.
But what he's saying is what he immediately follow with is funny how words change over time or things change over time. Then he said, obviously, I said the wrong thing and I shouldn't have said that. And I apologize for saying that. And he said, then he was just like, I just mean I want Javon Davis to be taken seriously so that his skill could shine more. That's all. That's basically what he said in the apology. Then niggas killed him for that again because Kevin Nash, if you listen to his podcast, he is the worst speaker I've ever heard in my life. The man can't finish a thought without starting a new one. And I think that's the reason why people took to what he said wrong. Because if he was actually good at what he was doing, he would have explained what he meant by Mr. Bojangles, and he would have explained who Mr. Bojangles was. He would realize who his audience is.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, if you go to the video, the original video, it has like 15,000 views maybe. And it has like 20 comments. And there's one comment on there that says, Mr. Bojangles, what, nigga? And you know for a fact, it's hilarious because you know for a fact that's the nigga that went and told somebody that went. That's where the virus started. That's the fucking ground zero shit. Nigga.
That's where the monkey from Outbreak came from.
That's it. That's it.
That's the wet market right there, nigga. Right there.
That man opened his window and just threw his computer outside.
The first comment is like, "Oh, nice to hear from Kevin." Second comment is, "Oh, I love watching wrestlers." Fourth comment, "He's WCW forever." Fifth comment, "Nigga, you said what about this?" What the fuck you say? Oh, hell no.
So yeah.
And that comment, my nigga, that comment is analogous to motherfucking the Blerd without common sense, nigga, on YouTube talking shit to Rob, nigga. He was that comment, nigga.
And Kevin Nash's ill-timed response is analogous to fucking Rob's explainer video, my nigga. Like, it's hard to clean that shit up, my nigga, however well-intentioned you may be.
If he wanted to clean it up, the best way he could have did it was go on there and say, there's a lot going on right now. I want to focus on comic books, but there's some things I got to clear up because there's some stuff y'all saying about my name and I don't appreciate it. I don't fuck with ICE. Fuck ICE. I don't fuck with Trump. He's ruining the country. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm married to a black woman. I do not hate black women. That is all. And he could have got back to the comments.
He could have got out there. You're right. No, I agree with you on that. But this is what I'm saying, and that's why my whole problem lies within the Blerd without sloppy socks, my nigga.
Damn, y'all! Everybody catches slander.
Because when he gets to the end, you follow these people. Something's wrong with you, man. I would never. If I don't need to listen to these people to know what they're talking about. That nigga, that says more about you, my nigga. Like
it looks bad. It looks bad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But
if
you watch the same people, right?
I do. If you calling Michael Jackson a child diddler, and then you come through and this nigga has a theme park and child themed everything in his household, it looks bad. Even though I don't believe he was a child diddler.
Yeah,
I don't personally believe it. When I go to try to explain it to someone who was there during that time and didn't watch 6 documentaries and watch TikToks of niggas combing through the evidence again, and they just remember what happened at that time, and they say this nigga used to sleep with other niggas' kids. Yes, and niggas used to sleep with other niggas' kids. Why is he sleeping with the kids? I have to just shut up because I'm like, that shit looks bad, Mike. You did that to yourself.
But this is what I'm saying. There are some things that once you are labeled that way, it's hard to get that stench off. Being labeled a coon is a hard thing to get that stench off.
But also, my bad. Can I just say one caveat to that is like, if you know your black card is solid, it's an easy thing because most of the people, when they get called coons, if you really know that the black community fools with you, the way that you approach it is different. Because when you solid and people try to call you a coon, you be like, nigga, shut up. Like, and that's kind of like their reaction to it. Like, and then they just keep it pushing. That wasn't his reaction to it. Like, when you come out, you have to do like a whole bunch of extra explaining. And then people be like,
Explainer is in his name, brother. Don't brand for it, man.
That nigga said drew a comic first, nigga. That nigga said drew a motherfucking stick figure. Explaining
he was trying to cash out. He was trying to cash out on his own press.
I'm gonna die like I lived, nigga.
But here's the thing, though, right? Like, you know, at the risk of interrupting Sean a little more, like,
Yeah, right.
you what I'll say is this, though. Like, I think it's completely stupid that he follows some niggas on Twitter and now y'all think that automatically equals coon. So let me go put that out there. I don't agree with that at all. Also don't agree that, matter of fact, to be honest with you, I think this whole thing is stupid. I think it's overblown and stupid. I think the problem that we have is that niggas saw something that might be mundane and scratched the surface and saw that underneath there may
Yes.
be some issues there. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
that
saying?
Yeah.
may now hold up, now I'm gonna say this quick, and y'all keep rolling. But that just leans back into what Sean was saying was that what's my man y'all was slandering 5 seconds ago? Blerd. When
Blerd
y'all was
with
slandering
attitude.
Blerd. Fuck. Y'all was slandering Blerd. Sean made a good point. It's like even when I watched his first video, I feel just to back up what Ak is saying, when I watched that first video, I was like, that shit's stupid. But then after he kind of set the spark, I fanned it myself and it became a blaze. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal. But then when I thought about it, I said I had just always assumed that, I looked at Rob as black and I looked at him in that way. And I felt like he was for the culture. I'm watching my shit, and I was like, I don't support nobody that doesn't support the people, nigga. I said,
So
okay.
if I'm understanding you correctly, you had a coon detector in your hand and you've been walking around Rob and you never
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that motherfucker to. I'm waiting. Hey, listen. At that point, that cool detector, it might have not had batteries in it. I don't know.
nigga said, I don't really read a lot of black comics. You know what I'm saying? I like both. I listen to both sides, dude.
Right. And to make it so bad, and you know me, dog. I'm on some off kilter shit sometimes. Like I've been like I slowly, and I don't even be in people comments like that. But like I'll see people doing stuff, even though I think they should be doing it year round anyway. But they'll make it a point to do it around, Black History Month. And certain shit, sometimes in the comments I'd be like, appreciate you doing your duty type shit. Appreciate you doing your duty type shit. Do the. It may be seen as something that's, fuck it. But in the grand scheme of things, even a small pebble inside of a lake makes that water move.
Makes that ripple. And then the nigga don't. Then you're like, I don't. Hey, both sides have a point. Then this nigga starts. He finishes the whole video and never says his stance on race. And then that detector starts going, starts shaking. So the more niggas caught wind that there might be some cooning going on, and this nigga defended himself. And at his defense, niggas coon detectors were going crazy. So that's my thing. It's just like I don't agree that all this should have happened or it should have snowballed into what it snowballed into. But the problem is Rob couldn't step in front of that snowball and say, listen, I'm not with none of this shit. Black power, all power to the people. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that. For whatever reason, maybe you compromise. Maybe it's the same reason why LeBron said he'll go visit Israel. You know what I'm saying? Your money is more important to you. And listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, it's hard to be Sean, what's our favorite saying? It's hard to be a fucking capitalist and an activist.
Absolutely.
It's tough. It's a tough task, my nigga. And so it's hard to be a fucking comic explainer and a fucking don't see racer, my nigga. Like it's hard to do both, my nigga. If you want that audience, this is something that a lot of corporations got to deal with. Like she has great genes.
Yeah.
Them niggas put the niggas licked the finger and put it in the air and said, the winds are changing towards white power. Let's do a little bit of white power. Now that bitch can't blink without 50 billion people in her comments like fuck her.
Trying to put that foot in her ass quick.
Yeah.
She quickly regretted that shit.
Yo, she got on that interview, tried to double down. She said, I said what I said. Okay.
Okay, yeah, bitch. You said what you said. Now a week later, we don't believe in nothing that divides the country. Yeah, all right, bitch.
That movie was doing triple cellophane, nigga.
Yep.
Exactly.
And so now
that movie made $2 American.
That shit did triple cellophane. Triple cellophane. And then I can't remember. She doubled back and said some stuff like, I didn't think it would go this far. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they tried to put out a statement and like, hey, we don't believe in, we don't want to divide. The country needs to be together. Fuck out of here. And so, Rob, man, it is what it is. Niggas asked and you didn't deliver. I don't think he deserves. I don't think you should tar and feather his channel. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh shit!
It ain't been recorded.
No.
You lying?
No, it's been recorded. Matt is in the chat, my nigga.
Oh shit!
The helicopter landed.
Oh man, I'm here to hear you guys explain. So what's
damn man? Fuck, we needed you hours ago. Could you not fly in? Could you not fly you in?
Hey, dog. That nigga said, "Can you get this bird in the air?" Landed on the motherfucking roof.
He was like, "You gotta crash."
Oh shit, man. Damn, bro. Nigga, I gotta get in bed. Nigga, I gotta be
Matt, I would have loved to hear that.
Nigga, I need to know, but boy, nigga.
Matt, it's good to hear your voice, first of all. Second of all, dog, I hope all is well, brother. Third of all, bro, I would have loved to hear your take on this shit. I needed that.
Oh man.
Pablo Escobar in the motherfucking house, nigga. Matt, what's your take, man? What's your rundown on the shit, bro?
I mean, I never liked him before, so.
Coming in heat. Come on. But why? Can you label your reasoning? Because now we kind of did a whole history before you got on and just kind of went through different reasons about like, do you have a duty to the community? About him being a coon detection throughout this before the event even happened. Like, how do you what made you not even like him before? Did your coon meter go off before this shit, or like what is this?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely went off before this. I would say like I just wasn't a fan of like his presentation or his style or like pretty much his presence. I thought he was just kind of like the worst version of doing what he was doing for other people, which was interesting. And then I didn't like him like officially when he was riding out the coattails of the other guy that died. And I thought like it was really weird. And I even if like the stuff he was saying was accurate or true, like doing a week later where it was like, hey man, in private, he was saying things like, yo, in private, I forgot the other guy's name, like
comic
story, and was
comic
like
story,
man, in private, he like walked up to me and he's like, bro, if I ever die, you're my legacy. Like, what? I'm like 100% sure these conversations never happened.
Man, why can't you be on here 2 hours?
You're my best friend in life, bro. I need you to sleep with my wife. I'm like, I'm very certain again. And he's just like, you got the bigger channel, man. He's like, and he looked up to me. He's like, I literally am looking up to you, man. Like, you're the reason why. I was like, he started this channel before. So a lot of stuff he was saying felt gross. Like really kind of disgusting, man. So I was like, all right, now I really, really, really don't like this guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So on top of like that, so his style, I was kind of scatterbrained, and I was like, whatever. And I didn't like that before. Then the whole thing where he was like riding off the coattails of his dead friend, I didn't like. And like now, I would say I heard him out, and he just like shat the bed. He was just like the first thing he said was, I follow them for a reason. Like, oh my, here we go. I follow these racists. Just keep your friends close, but just shut up. Just stop. Just stop. It's like, I may not agree with 100% of the things they say, but a broken clock is like, brother, just stop
Oh yeah, he
talking.
did say a broken clock is right.
Stop
That's like when I heard that, I
like,
was like, oh no. Keep
God.
going, Matt. Keep going. Come on.
Yeah. And so again, he was having like just the worst takes with this entire thing. So yeah, I hated it, man. And you know, it is what it is, man. He does cater for like those people, that audience. So he looks bad now, and yeah, he looks bad for a reason. So that's why I don't like this guy.
See, that's insight I wouldn't have got
Yeah.
because I stopped. He when he first came out, he used to talk in a monotone voice, and I was fine with that. In fact, I enjoyed that. Then he started doing the oh my god, oh, dude. When he came in, oh my god, and when he started doing that shit, talking like motherfucking Good Burger, I had to, you know what I mean? It was done.
Oh
So
man, yeah.
I knew the illusion of where he went or what he was in on, so I never got a hint that he was cooning it up. But I will say this: I did catch this nigga like begging Joe to get on Joe Rogan. That was maybe like 2022, and I remember saying to myself, "That shit's corny as hell."
Yo,
Yeah,
to do what?
I don't know. I really
that'll be like the worst episode of Joe Rogan ever. Like,
yeah, what Joe gonna ask you, bro? Because Joe ain't gonna do no research.
Oh, they'll be lost in like a never-ending like
worst episode? I don't know. He got a lot.
But hold on. To Matt's point, he was begging to get on Joe Rogan right around the time Joe Rogan was flipping over to the other side.
Oh no!
So yeah, he was asking him people in his comments to go comment on Joe Rogan videos. Comments explain. Like, get me on Joe Rogan. And then, funny enough, Joe Rogan came out and said, "Hey, I only bring on who I want to bring on, so I don't take requests." He wasn't talking to Comics Explain.
Right.
But it made me think, were there several different people trying to get their fans to go on his videos
and tell them to get on, basically.
Yeah, and like, yeah. So I wonder if he thought that he saw somebody else doing that or whatever like that, but it was around that time. It was right around that ivermectin shit. And so yeah, man, like it's funny because we sat here and Sean defended him as Sean put on his Republican hat and basically made a good point in just saying like, you know, people put words in his mouth and he's, you know, he doesn't have to have all the same views as us. He has generally the same views in us, and that's fine. But we wasn't getting to the fact that this nigga has, I mean, there's a lot of people making the coon choice. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people going to the route of I'm black and I'm also Republican, or I'm black, or I'm sympathetic to Republicans, and there's money to be made there, my nigga. And so just because niggas caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, it don't mean like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put the cookie down, man. But I think he still has time to put the cookie down. But I don't know. The door is closing, my nigga.
I think I would agree. I think he does have time to kind of put the cookie down, bro. You know,
I think it's quiet for him now.
I don't even know if he it seems like he kind of buried himself a little bit too the more he opened his mouth. So I don't know, should he stop talking and just, you know, the cookies half eaten, or should he fuck begging bitches?
None of us listen to the nigga.
Can we get Jesse Jackson on the episode? What?
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just this past week?
That comic historian one, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
that's crazy work.
Yeah, it was gross.
Fucking crazy work.
So Chris, have you been listening to him this whole time?
What do you mean? In what way?
Like, do you listen to his, like, if he puts up a video about I don't know, fucking Mutant X? I don't know what.
No,
his ideals.
No, I picked like the last one I've listened to him because I was interested was World Doom, when Doom basically becomes a sorcerer supreme basically.
What year is that?
That's this year. That was this year.
Okay. So let me ask you something. If he puts out something next week, are you, and it's interesting like that, are you going to click on it and just forget all this happened?
Forget this shit happened? I don't think there ain't no forgetting, bro. Also, like I told you before, I don't really support motherfuckers that ain't really support the culture, dog.
So you're off the boat?
Talk to him, Chris.
And that shit really is up for question. And that's why when, like I told you, when Blerd had first put that out, you know, I said I don't support no bullshit now. and I know I'm just one person. You know what I mean?
Talking about Chris.
I'm one person or whatever. But and to be honest, like the in-depthness, I like the comic reviews, etc. When I'm interested in it or whatever. But dog, if you kind of degrading the people, bro, like I don't know, I can't fuck with that shit. But in the grand scheme of things, I think we kind of said like I don't know. I feel like that he got time to put that motherfucking cookie down, bro. He got time to put that fucking cookie down, and he going and to make it so bad though. And I don't even know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because I haven't even watched it all. But I don't want to say he's going on a press tour because I thought it was fake, but he went on like I want to say at least one extra interview from a guy that I actually watched and was trying to. He was explaining himself over again. He's a smaller tuber, and I don't even think the video got like 5,000 views or whatever. He's not even that big. He doesn't even do comics. He's just. And the funny thing is, the guy that did the review, that did the interview with him, he posted the picture, and I thought it was fake until I clicked it and said, "Oh, this motherfucker really called into Miss Man's show," and he's black. I'm talking about like extremely into the culture, black power type black. His name is Sarah's TV, and he does like he even does these little aspects from like animation and cartoons from like a black's perspective, and he does it from an uplifting perspective. But Rob actually he calls into the show, which I didn't think he'd give people that time of day because even the way Blerd was explaining it, you know, Rob don't do that type of shit.
He missed the boat. He should have talked to Blerd without hoes and shit. He should have talked to that nigga because that is the overlapping of the audience. That's exactly who you're going to talk to. You talk to some random fucking black Israelite on YouTube.
That's really what he did. That's really what he did. And I'm looking at it now. It has 28K views, and he says Comic Explain addresses the racism allegations. I saw him post the picture. I said that shit fake. Ain't no way Rob called into this shit. I click it, and they on like a Zoom call, bro. I ain't even watched the whole thing yet, man.
Well, they just like us for real.
They really just shooting the shit back and forth. And Cyril's Cyril's really ain't about that bullshit, dog. So I was like, how the fuck y'all even link up, bro? Y'all need to explain that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because and the funny thing is, Cyril's does, and this may be a tactic though, because Cyril's does kind of talk politics. He talks about ICE. He talks about racism. He talks about the Epstein files. He talks about Israel. He goes in deep about a lot of this shit from like a black perspective and how it affects the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, and he might have just been looking around and said, this Cyril's guy might be able to give me some backing. So I'm going to call in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
A lot of speculation. All right, well, let's wrap it up. Paul, you got any final thoughts? Did any of this that we brought up change your perspective at all?
I mean, not really, man. Because the thing is, like, I wasn't heavy paying attention to it anyway, just because I have not been interested in most of his content in a while. And then to find out that he's not really down for the black culture, I mean, me personally, I'm taking a hard line with people's content and who I'm watching, like, because I feel like one thing we're not holding people's feet to the fire enough about is the fact that racism, my nigga, like if you can espouse somebody, if you can look at Donald Trump and then, or anybody else for that matter, and be like, yeah, now I know they said, so now I know they don't like black people, but let me see what they're talking about over here. Nigga, we're not getting past that. Like I'm to the point where it's like, I'm not looking past that anymore. Like if that's what you starting there, if you're looking past that, I really I don't care what else you got to say after that, my nigga. Like, pack it up. And because the other thing that's fool's gold is like the thought that I do have to care what you think, because I don't. Like, I'm putting more power in the fact that, once again, black people move the culture, and black people and minorities move the culture. We're having a good time over here. Y'all are not. You know what I'm saying? Like, without us, y'all are not having a good time. Like, that's pretty much the gist of it. So if you want to continue to treat us like you just gonna give us your ass to kiss, then you're gonna deal with the social and economic consequences of that. It's a short road that you're gonna be on, my nigga. Like it's even what's his face, Kyle Rittenhouse, or like one of them George Zimmerman, or one of these other idiots. You know what I'm saying? Or like, why are you trying to get back in with like minorities and black people, my nigga? Like, this ain't your target audience at all. And the only reason you're doing it is because there's some sort of financial gain there. And if we ain't got the money, if what's to be believed is that we ain't got the keys to the money, why are you trying to make it back over here? Point blank, period. Y'all should keep going, keep on not giving a damn like y'all been doing. And that's my thing. It's just like, it's either important to you or it's not. And like, don't sit here and like play in my face and follow some like racist YouTubers and then come over here and try and act like, oh, it's not a big deal, guys. And I follow these guys that are to say racist stuff. I just follow it. It's like, all right, cool, man. Continue doing that. I ain't gonna fuck with you though. That's just what it is. Like,
I have to agree that at this point, I have zero tolerance for both sides, niggas. Like, I could just understand you wanting to hear out the other side before the election, but a year into the reign of terror, there's no hearing out the other side, man. You're hearing them out, you're playing right into their hands. Like, if you're still listening to what Ben Shapiro has to say, just to hear what the other side, like, you're literally listening to niggas lie and manipulate. So why? Why at this point? There's no intelligent person that should be hearing out that side of things.
Whoa. Wait, Akira, are you saying that we can't have civil discourse with people that are being accused of eating babies? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yes, Matt. Yes, man. I have to suspend civility for the baby eating. Sean, would you like to give some final thoughts, sir? Are you still there?
Sean sleep, bro.
The nigga took a nap on the phone.
I'm here. Yes. Great points. A lot of great points made here tonight. Am I gonna put the coon label on Rob at the end of the day? Probably not.
Not yet, or not at all?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Because what I think it is, man, is more of a teachable moment than anything. Like I said, as a mixed race child, I'm sure he has a very interesting relationship to race or blackness. You know what I'm saying? And I can't speak on it because it's not my life, not my story. But if he's going on the 22,000 Black Israelite show, then hopefully he's doing that to seek understanding, right? And like I said earlier, it's a story of uneasy allies and unwanted allies, right? Like, is it people that am I willing to ally with people that I don't, you know what I'm saying, get down 100% with if they for the right cause? Am I not willing to get down with fucking Candace Owens against Israel, my nigga? Unwanted ally, my nigga. We just happen to, that center point comes at a price.
The enemy of the enemy is my man, bro.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. That's a whole nother discussion. But what I will say is nuance. But I think the only thing I can't rock with Rob on at all is that I would say I'm a centerist, because if you scratch a centerist, fucking fascist bleeds, my nigga. So he needs to he might need to get a little understanding, but I think he's seeking to understand it, man. So, and if he's doing that, then more power to him.
I agree with that. I'm not here for any centrist, as I just said, but also, can I just say, fuck these biracial niggas and they motherfucking hearts. I couldn't fit in with the blacks and I couldn't fit in with the white. I don't know about y'all, but when I grew up, a nigga with the good hair and the light eyes got all the bitches and was fitting in just fine, my nigga. So I think you just might have been lame and then happened to be biracial. but at no point in time did anybody questioning my blackness because I happen to. I don't know why they question my blackness, but
nigga, every mixed kid was not Pretty Ricky, my nigga. What the fuck?
But what I'm saying is, was it because you were biracial, or was it because you were just lame and niggas found whatever?
Well,
they
what I'm
needed
saying
to
is,
look
I
for?
don't know what his. Like, I can't speak on his.
Well, no, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not even lampooning you. I'm lampooning the idea that interracial people somehow had it harder than black people. Like, no, nigga, we all had it hard. My nigga, no, he didn't fit in when I was a kid. You have the same story as every nerd that didn't fit in, that wore RP55 jeans for 6 years straight. No offense to anybody on this phone, but
my nigga, my chat was on mute, bitch. I couldn't get to it fast enough. Hey, you shut the fuck up right now, bitch. Them RP50, I had two pairs identical RP55, nigga. Them bitches survived damn near 20 motherfucking years. I would hear shit, motherfucker.
And he wore for 18 of them,
yo, you in them hockey jerseys? Yo, in that shower.
This nigga do think. Hey, he think he got a pass because he got all hand-me-down clothes. Nigga had the butter salt pelly, nigga, in fourth grade and shit, nigga.
In them hockey jerseys, in them Timbs, and I still wear jean shorts and Timbs sometimes as respect to my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But fuck you, bro.
Yeah. A hit dog is gonna holler every time, Rob.
Hey, an old broom know where the dirt at, nigga.
Okay. Simmer
nigga,
down.
and a 57 Chevy. I ain't got nothing, nigga. I thought I had something.
Matt,
old broom know where the dirt at. Goddamn.
Matt, do you have any second and final thoughts? You gave us your
yeah. So when it comes to the whole censors thing, for me, I hate it. But if that's your stance, right, then that should be your stance moving like forward, like whatever. I hate it, but I hate more the people that are just like centrist to where they're like, I'm just here to listen to both sides and then make a decision, make a choice. And then they go on to say things like, oh, Kamala would have just been bad. It's like, if you were being honestly in the middle after like all the stuff that's happened, like then you should come to the same logical conclusions as everybody else. So by saying all that, I say this, like after I listened to Rob from his own logic, it's like, yo, I follow these people for XYZ. It's like, okay, so let me hear the facts. You follow this guy, and what does he do with his platform? Click on a video. It's like, and they all black women. It's like, okay, this guy's just spewing hate. Where is your retort? Oh, you don't have a single video. Like, you said you were following them for these reasons, to disagree and blah, blah, but you didn't do anything. There was no counter retort whatsoever. That's, so why bother say it? Because it's not true. Like, by your own admission, it's not true. It's just, keep your enemies close, all this now. Yeah, to do what? To do what? Like,
right. Damn, man, you
so
cooking. That cooking.
Exactly.
Damn, man, you cooking.
No, and he doesn't have to go off of, like, he doesn't have to go, like, and do something that's not to him, but he could be like, like, let's say when Drinker does, like, I have no idea, a storm for the X-Men is woke. It's like, okay, cool. Be like, hey, here's why Storm's an amazing game. Just do it. Be like, yeah, I hear a lot of people that are getting mad about like this black character. Here's why that doesn't make sense. Just do your thing. Like, but I didn't see any of that whatsoever. So it makes no sense. So that means you're in a category of people that I hate the most. The people that are like, oh, I'm just here to like, listen to both sides and make my own conclusions. Like, okay, so what's your conclusions? Because the president's being accused of eating babies. Kamala's just as bad. Fuck out of here. Get the
fuck out of here.
Fuck out of my face, dude. It's just absolute bullshit.
Matt Cook, boy.
I agree 100%. I think.
I got one more final point. Blerd with or without a septum piercing. Fuck you, nigga. That's on the set, nigga.
Whoa, you can't put that on the set. I'm part of the set. And
that's on the set, my nigga.
So we got to ride. We got to ride.
Blerd with a deviated septum, my nigga. I have to say fuck you reluctantly, my nigga. It's like when Munson had to beat up the other Shelbyville bully for Millhouses. He's like, I'm not really his friend. I never really hang out with him. I agree, Matt. I was saying that. That's you basically just passionately said what I was saying. Your silence on the issues at hand basically are communicating to us that you agree. If you don't feel that way, then unsilence yourself when it's time. You seem to all of a sudden grow a backbone when your feet are held to the fire. But where were you when niggas was hashing out these issues? Chris Beck, sir, do you have any final thoughts on the issue at hand?
No, I really think we did a full circle on this. I think, to be honest with you, you could put some of these points on paper and serve them up, and that'd be a total circumspect from every direction you could have possibly looked at this thing. I think everybody made full blown solid
Now,
points.
Chris, I'd let you slide. Now, Chris, I'd let you slide a lot of times tonight. Nigga, but you make up one more goddamn word.
Hey, bro, it ain't him in circles, my nigga.
One goddamn word.
Oh, what word did I just make up, bro?
You could do a circumspect. You could do a circumspect. If you write it down, you could do you a circumspect.
Everybody in this circle was talking that shit. Hold on, wait a second.
Hey, Paul, hey, you understood me. You underdug me, though, didn't you? You underdid. You underdid, nigga.
We ain't got that many standards here at fucking Podcast.
I was about to say, y'all got AI voice checking me, bro. Like, Paul, you got it out. Listen to me right now. Like, this word is made up, Paul. Check this.
I know. I got vocabulary words that I know, man. You say it a lot that you mean to say, but you ain't saying them.
My diction is vast. Don't do this. My diction is vast. Do not do this, brother. It does not prevent you.
I don't even know. I'm gonna pause that because I don't even feel like you using that word, thinking that you mean in the actual word that you mean to mean.
No, man, don't look them up.
Like, I'm gonna just say pause, nigga. Like,
I mean, the sentence was poorly structured, but the word was correct.
Damn, boy. What the fuck? I do numbers, nigga.
The sentence was poorly structured.
I just calculated some shit past the orbit of like the fucking moon, nigga. I don't know how to write no fucking words.
Praise God, man. Praise God.
How to write words, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, man. I was giving you a lot of leeway, man. I was giving you a lot of runway, man. Boy, had me, man. You just kept going.
The word got across what it was supposed to get across, Chris.
Right, thank you. Okay, so that I just want
praise God, man.
To sum it up, that's my piece, man. I think we spoke on it in a very intellectual manner.
But there's the thing where, like, as a black man and as who is a nerd, you find yourself in these white spaces, and how you navigate that when you don't really, like Sean said, all of us did things. Chris played basketball. Paul kickboxing, worked out, football. Sean football, class president. Matt fucking super pick up the whole gym with one arm and shit. You know what I mean? Me, I was rapping and Paul singing. You know, just we all. Sean singing.
Matt was rapping.
Matt was rapping too, nigga.
Matt, you got a 16? I said that's how you know this nigga black. But anyway, but my point is, like, we all had like
some avenue,
some level of popularity. I've dated one, a black woman who grew up in a rural part of Florida, who felt isolated and ostracized from the white people around her. And all she had was white people to deal with. And she almost felt bad about her dark skin and her hair and her lips and all that kind of shit, till she went to college and found a community. And that taught her to be proud of her blackness, right? What if you never found that community? You know, and all you had to turn to was the nerds who were also being ostracized. And it was like a revenge of the nerds. Like, yeah, right, you're gay, but you're a nerd first, so come on and hang with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the gay nigga from Revenge of the Nerds. So, my point is, like, some of these people didn't get taught the love of their blackness.
Right. They never ran into it.
They never found protection with it. They never found So they ended up hanging out with these people and may have picked up the wrong habits or just didn't learn how to love themselves. And I'm not even saying that's Rob. We don't know if that's Rob, but the Black experience as one who relates to nerdiness or whatever like that. And I myself, I don't consider myself a nerd. My definition of nerd it's different from what most people call it. And I don't consider myself a nerd. I consider that to be a negative thing. I consider it to be self-deprecating. So that's a whole nother thing, like loving yourself and your interests and not associated with negative stereotype or even a reclamation of that negative stereotype. But
come on.
Oh yeah, but that's just me. But that's a whole nother conversation. So there's a lot more to discuss here. There's a lot more to do, whatever, but we're gonna have to do it on another pod crack, money.
Damn, that was a good unpacking. That was
political crack.
True.
Pod crack, right? Real guys talking that real shit.
Rate, comment, and subscribe.
Song full of
the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on
till victory
is won.
Okay, and that's where I'll stop.